Welcome back to Rushville, Nebraska, guys. Today we're here and we're going to be building a new garage addition to our rental property. That's right, we've got a small ranch house around the block and we're going to be making some pretty good adjustments to it. We're going to be adding a garage and also a little canopy for our tenants so they can have a place to park their vehicles at. Because as you can see up on the right, we've got plenty of space to build a garage. We've only got the parking spaces in the front, so we want to add in a nice garage to the left of this house. We've got all this land to build, so it's going to be pretty exciting. Here is the place. It's a pretty nice house. You got a small kitchen in there. There's a couple of bedrooms. There's a piano and a nice sized living room. We're going to expand the rental property. We've got some equipment with us today. The Kubota SVL 95-2S. So this is a great skid steer. We're going to go pick up some building materials at the Home Depot before we get working on this project, because that's right, we're doing the construction work ourselves. We're DIYing this project. It's going to be pretty exciting. We need to pick up 3 different items, potentially 4. The first one is wood beams and steel beams to build the structure. And then we're going to need some windows. And the fourth one, actually, I was wrong. We need 4 materials, is the siding. We need some siding to make this place look pretty similar to the house. We can't just have wood beams. We need to have some siding to keep it enclosed. So let's head to the Home Depot. I'll see you guys there. If you're excited for today's video, make sure to drop a thumbs up down below and subscribe if you haven't already. Here we go. The Home Depot up on the left. This is the best place to go for all your building materials. So we have to go around the back entrance. It should be all ready for pickup. We did order it yesterday, so we should be able to just load it on the trailer. Oh, geez, tight turn there. And we're going to be going towards the pickup entrance, which is back here. They gave us the code to the gate since they're currently closed. They don't open for another hour. We're very early, so let's go up to the gate here. Pretty nice sized gate, and enter the code 2020. There we go. All right, opened. Now we unlocked all of the building materials. It should be right up on the left here. We've got all of our wood beams, as you can see right here. These are actually the main ones, and then we get some steel beams right here to hold the whole thing together. We get some windows and some siding, so all 4 materials should be pretty much good. Let's grab the truck. We're going to pull it forward, and then it'll be perfectly aligned to load everything on with the skid steer here. I think the best way to do it is park it on the left side. We'll get the ramps down, the skid steer unloaded, and we'll be ready to roll. All right, this skid steer is super fun to operate, so let's go ahead. We're going to get the straps undone on this thing, and then we'll unload it, and there we go. So I'll go fire it up. Pretty nice sized cab here. You got 2 controls. One is for your forks and one's for your tracks. So left one we're going to be using. There we go. Back off. Very smooth. And the first thing we're going to load up is probably the windows here. These are the most fragile. We want to make sure we don't mess up with this. So it should be pretty light, although they do have it on a steel pallet here, so that makes it a little bit heavier. Let's tilt it back. There we go. These are something we don't want to break, so let's load these things up. They're actually pretty thick sized windows too, so they shouldn't break too easily, especially since it'll be outdoor windows. So there we go. Load it up. Although Nebraska doesn't have too many hurricanes, so it should be all good. But this is gonna be the first one on the trailer. Let's go ahead. We're gonna drop it down right there. We need to make sure everything's perfectly loaded because we've got a lot of stuff to load up. I think the next thing we're gonna do is just the steel beams here. We'll put those up next, and then we'll do the sidings. All right, we got all 3 steel beams here. Actually, we got it all in one go. So these are pretty heavy. They're about 400 or 500 pounds each, so we need to use the skid steer for this. So let's load them up onto the back of the trailer. I think we're gonna actually drive around this time. We don't want to drive onto the trailer, so let's see where we can place these things at. I think if we swing them around, okay, we lost one. These 2 will go up, and then we'll make sure we get that one. But straightforward through here. Looks good on that side. All right, those are unloaded. Perfect. Let's grab the next one. There you go. We got all 3 steel beams on. So we're actually going to go ahead and push them forward. They're not too crazy. They can slide on the trailer. So we're going to move them all the way to here. And then we're going to put our wood beams right there because we still got to load up the skid steer and the siding. Next up, we'll do the siding, and then we'll be moving on to the big job, the wood beams. Those things are giant. I would guess they're probably around 14 feet long, and there's no way to break and split them. We have to transport them just how they are. So it's going to be pretty tricky. We'll get the job done. So let's load these siding things up. They're all inside the boxes here, so it should be pretty simple. Right about there should be good for the first one, and then we'll grab the second siding pallet, and we'll almost be out of here. All right, we're slowly but surely getting the wood beams onto the trailer here. It should line up just about perfectly, as you can see. So we'll get these on, then we got the other 3, and then we'll be ready to move out of here. But just like that, looks pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and set them down like that. There we go. Looks good. So let's get the other 3 on, and then we'll be moving out of here. All right, we got the Chevy running and everything loaded up here. So we do need to strap down some stuff. As you can see, we got these straps to get everything locked down so it doesn't fly off our trailer, because we already are squatting a little bit. The nice thing is the skid steer on the back levels the weight out, because we've got a lot of weight on the front, so that keeps the whole entire train even here. So that works out really well. Let's jump in the Chevy. We've got a lot of diesel to burn. This is a lot of weight, probably close to 20,000 pounds. So we'll probably take it a little slow on the way back, and then we'll start unloading everything and building this new garage. It's going to turn out pretty well. We've got some other equipment before we start working on it. We do need to first take a wide turn, but also we do need to use the excavator and get some groundwork done, such as the water and the electricity line. So that shouldn't take too long, and then we can actually start with all the foundation and everything in the building process of this new garage. So it should turn out pretty well. We're heading out of Home Depot, guys. Load up is a success. All right, I'm going to throw the hazards on. That way we let everybody know we're towing all this stuff. The steering is pretty good. As you can see, we're kind of all over the road, but that's just because of the weight on the back. So we'll try and keep it straight and probably a little bit slower than usual, but everything's looking good and everything is strapped down. So I'll see you guys when we're pulling back in, and the excavator and the lawnmower should have arrived by now. All right, we've just about made it back. We're turning on our street right now, and then everything should have arrived. I heard a notification of a drop-off of an excavator and a mower. So we rented these things for the next 4 hours, so that should be enough time to get the job done. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna mow everything, and then we'll do our excavation work. As you can see, whoa, that excavator is giant. Jeez, I didn't know they were gonna give us the biggest one they had. Well, I guess that's all right. It should get the job done faster, which is good. Anyhow, we're gonna leave the truck and the trailer here for now. We're gonna find a way on how to operate this Volvo. This thing is gigantic. Look at the tracks on this thing, and it'll be fun to work with. Let's jump in and let's check it out. Start button right there. We've got our Volvo display. Everything's running good. We got our excavator controls. There we go. All right, I guess up, down, and we'll start getting to work here. So as soon as we mow, we'll use the excavator. Let's kind of get the grass cleaned up a little bit. We're going to drop down the mowing deck, and we'll do about 4 passes, and then that should be enough to where we're going to be excavating at right alongside the house. We need to tie it in with the water system, and then we'll be pretty much good. There we go. We just got done with the last pass of the mower. Time to jump in the excavator. So for this job, we're just going to be breaking the ground, and then we're going to be offsetting the dirt to the side, because we are going to have to fill back in as soon as we get the water piping in. All right, here we go, boys. We're breaking ground. There we go. We got 1 bucket full. So we're going to actually rotate it to the left of us, extend the bucket. So how we do that is, I don't even know. I think we go like that. There we go. And then we'll pour the bucket just like that. All right, so we're getting some gravel back here, which is probably going to be a little bit tougher to work with than dirt, but I think it was just on the base layer there. So let's go ahead and test it out. We'll bring the bucket back in. There we go. Now we broke into the dirt and the mud. Look at this. This is going to get a little bit messy quick with the construction side we got going on. So we're going to put the mud over here, try and keep it separate, because that way we can put the gravel back down on top as soon as we get everything ready to go. So we're going to back up here, and we're going to start building in our water system, and then we'll be ready to be done. All right, we're getting to work here, boys. I think we're almost connected to the water line, so that way we can get everything ready for the garage here. Probably about 1 more scoop with the excavator, and we'll be done here. There we go. That should have done it. I think I just saw, so we should be able to connect it all up. Let's extend the bucket, and we'll drop it. Where else we got space? I think right here. There we go. All right, this made the job go by pretty quick. Check this out. We just dug all this ground out in about 5 minutes, so now we can tie it in with the house. There's a water line right through here that goes to the street, so our garage will have water now. Let's go ahead. We're gonna go do all the piping work, and I'll see you guys when we get the ground backfilled again, so that we can start building our actual garage. So that's the main thing for today. This is a lot of work to get a garage done, but it's gonna be cool when it is complete. I'll see you guys when everything's ready to go for the garage, and we'll start building with our materials. R.I.P. to the street sign, boys. We knocked this out when we were backing the excavator up, but as you guys can see, we got the ground back to normal. We got the gravel, the dirt, and everything looks pretty level. There is 1 spot right here, but we do have to level this back out with just some dirt. It should be fairly easy. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to load all of our wood beams. We've got to start with the walls, the foundation of the actual garage, and then we'll get to work. In the process, as we were transferring the dirt, we ruined some of the lawn over here. We're going to put the lawn back down. We'll fix it up towards the end. Let's jump at the Kubota. We'll get our first set of wood beams, and we'll start building here. There we go. So this one's going to be on the left side of the garage. So this will be like kind of the wall area. That's going to be positioned back here. Okay, we lost the beam. I think we're actually going to just push this now that it's on the ground. This will make it a little bit easier to get it placed how we want, and it doesn't damage it at all. So well, yeah, we'll just do this. Works out good. So this one's going to be on the back side of the wall, just right over here. That looks good. And then we can start building in our foundation and everything, and we're going to get to work here, guys. Once everything is complete, I'll check back in with you, and then we'll start working on the lawn care, because we're going to need to fix that up. We kind of ruined it with all the equipment we've got going on. So I'll see you guys when the garage is built, and we got to move on to the decorations. All right, guys, the addition is complete. Check it out. It's an actually pretty nice garage. Look at the interior. We're going to go check it out right now, and then right here is the carport. So we got a 2-place carport with lights. The AC vent is still good, too. We left some airflow through there. And then you got the man door right here. You can walk in. Hit the light switch for that. That's super nice. And then check it out. The shop. This is what I'm talking about, boys. boys. This is super nice. You got a little toolbox, you got a air compressor machine, and then tons of cabinet storage for all your stuff. So this works out really good. And we do have garage doors on either side of the shed, or garage we can call it. We got the doors, so that worked out good. You can park a car if you would like, but you can store off-road vehicles, dirt bikes, whatever else. So that works out really well. I think we're gonna leave this blank back there, and then in the front we're gonna build in a whole driveway that goes and connects to the main one. So this is gonna make it feel like an official house. What we're gonna do is we're gonna back up the skid steer here, because this is where the driveway is going to start, and jump into construction mode, and we're gonna build in ourselves a driveway. Okay, for this one we're going with a concrete driveway. It's gonna connect up to both the carport and the garage door. So we're gonna go like this, and it'll connect just like that. So that works out really good. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna fix the lawn. As you guys know, we kind of ruined that in the process of building in the water line and everything, because we do have a sink in there, so we need to connect that, and there we go. All this will look really well once we're complete. All right, just like that, the shop is complete. I don't think we're gonna add anything else in. We might actually add some trees in the front here, give it a little bit more privacy. Let's add in about 4 trees. There we go. So it kind of separates the road a little bit better, and it looks more like a house. Check this place out. So with this addition to the property, we're gonna be able to increase rent by $200 per month. So that's gonna be nice. We're gonna have more rental income, and that's gonna be a total of $2,400 extra per year just from building in a nice garage. Now, obviously, the cost of the garage was close to $14,000, I think, with all building costs. So we'll probably recoup that cost eventually, but we're also going to probably be able to increase the rent of the house and everything combined. So it'll work out in the end. We got a fridge. This has got the water dispenser. That's what I'm talking about. And yeah, works out pretty good. We have another door on the side too. So if you don't want to go through the carport door, you can go through here. So that works out good. And there's the garage door. So guys, thank you for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed us building a garage. We don't often do these small construction jobs, but if you'd like to see us come back, drop a 1,000 likes on this episode, and we'll come back and build something else. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.